Hey y'all, how y'all doing? I'm Dara, also known as Dara Madrice, and this is the Self Love and Rediscovery Podcast. Welcome if you're new here. If you've been here already, welcome back. And here we talk about everything self love and self discovery. Personally, I know that being in a relationship or even having a friendship with someone who just takes your energy, I can understand. I know, trust me, I've been there. It can be mentally draining, physically draining, emotionally draining. I decided to make this episode to help those that may need a little push, knowing who's here really for you, who's in your life for you, keeping that cup full so that you have enough energy for you, not only you, but for the people who deserve a little bit of your energy as well. I really came to a crossroads where I was broke down, y'all. I was broke down, I was depleted. My energy was gone from dealing with all of these different type of energies. And in my situation, my negative energies was my job and my relationships. It seemed like when I was at work, that was draining my energy. When I got home or just even in between the time, I had my relationships draining my energy. And I also had my children, but I mean, they're going to drain your energy. That's what kids do. Okay. But they're mandatory. Okay. But the other ones, I guess you could say they're mandatory, but at the same time, it's a limit. Okay. And so I really had to come to terms on setting my boundaries. I know you guys probably have heard the fill your cup first before you give and give and give. And when I was attracting all those negative energies, I wasn't really filling my cup because I was so busy giving. I wasn't realizing that nothing was refilling me. I didn't have time to refill my cup because I was at work getting drained. I was in the relationships getting drained, and I had my children who were taking some of my energy. And so by the end of the day, I'm tired and I wasn't getting enough sleep because I'm working, and it was just a lot of energy being taken. And so I really had to think like, girl, this cup ain't getting filled. It's going down and down and down and down. More is being taken out and more is being taken out. And I had to really come to the realization that some of those people in my life were taking my energy and not giving back. I have to take time to myself and regroup, get myself together, and I wasn't having the time to do that. So I'm not having time to refill my cup, and I still have all of these energies taken from me. And so what I had to do, and what you need to do, if you feel like your cup is empty or it's getting close to the E, what you need to do is you need to cut off all supply. Okay. Now, as far as kids is concerned, the people that need that energy, it's a necessity. But as far as everybody else, you got to cut off that supply. Okay. And it's not easy in a lot of cases. It's not easy to cut off the supply. But when you cut off that supply, you take the time to refill your cup. Don't expect other people to fill your cup anyway. Off top, you alone should be responsible for making sure that that cup is filled. Making sure that cup is filled is self-love, not just saying I love you self. It's also spending time with yourself, getting to know you. We change every day. Our interests change every day. Things change. And so when you're going, and people's taking your energy and you don't have nothing in there, you don't even know who you are as a person anymore. So when you cut off that supply, you take the time to really get to know you, get to know self. What do I like to do? What do I want to do for me? What gives me joy? What makes me happy? Once you do that, then you go actively do those things. I'm not saying like go on a hiatus for months and months and months, but make time. So for instance, myself, I make time for myself in the morning and before bed. So I have an hour in the mornings and I have an hour at bedtime. And then I consider my workout days, my exercise days, part of my self-love. So I get a lot of self-love and I fill my cup up often. My cup up. I fill my cup often. Once that cup is filled, once you feel like I'm good. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great. Once you have that feeling, then that's when you can start giving from your cup. Don't give all of your energy from your cup, but give a little bit here and there to the people who really deserve it. Now, you might be asking me, how do I know who deserve it? Because like I said, I have people that was taking, and I'm about to tell you an easy way to determine who deserves a little bit of your energy is to remember those who felt some type of way when you cut off your supply. So when you cut off your supply, you're going to be setting that boundary to people like, hey, I love you, but I need some time to myself. I need time to regroup. I need time to get myself together. And really, you don't even need an excuse, to be honest with you. You don't have to give anybody an excuse. You want to spend time with you don't have to explain that to nobody. But if it's somebody that you really love and it's somebody you really care about, let's say a family member, a parent, something like that, then you say, look, I love you, but I need some time to myself. And whether that be a day, a week, a couple hours, like I said, months. I mean, if that's what you feel like you need, like if your cup is completely dried out, there's nothing there, then go ahead, do your thing. But you just have to be honest with people and set that boundary like, hey, I need this time to myself. Or wake up a little early. Like for me, I have children, so when they're in school or while they're asleep, I like to get up a little early and set the mood for myself to do things that make me feel good. So when they wake up, they get the best mom that they can get because I'm happy. I fill my cup. I got to do something that I want to do, whether that's read. I definitely make sure to pray and meditate every morning. All of those things make me feel good. So when they get me, they get the best of me. And then at nighttime, after I've taken in so many energies, I set an hour aside before I go to bed and I make sure to spend a little bit of time with myself, whether it's taking a bubble bath, a nice just Epsom salt bath, whether it's reading a book, meditating again, whatever the case may be, I make sure to take that time to give back into me and recharge. So I'm recharging at night and in the morning because your girl be needing it. My mind be everywhere. But anyway, back to what I was saying. Okay, so say you done cut your supply off, all right? And you have a group of people that's like, I understand you need some time to yourself. Take all the time you need. Or they might not even agree with it. They might say like, what you need time to yourself for? But they actually respect your boundary and give you that time without bugging you, bothering you, hitting your phone, blowing you up, popping up at your house. If they actually respect that boundary and give you that time that you need, regardless of how much time it is, even if you need a week, if that person is really diligent about giving you your time and they don't disturb you, that's kind of how you know who is meant to get a little bit of that energy when you recharge. Now, on the other hand, if you got the ones that's, I'm going to say, y'all, codependent, the ones that don't want to give you no space, they don't understand why you need time to yourself. Those that don't respect your time, don't respect your need to recharge are usually the ones that may not deserve that energy that you get, that recharged energy. Anybody that really needs to invade your space all the time, they so used to taking, they're gonna keep taking. So you can recharge your energy, but they still gonna keep taking and taking as much as they can. So when you take your hiatus, when you take your time away, I need you to make sure that you are recharging fully, okay? You know how like when you go to the gas station and you fill up the tank, but you make sure that line is over the full, over the F. I don't know if that's healthy or safe for your car, but I do it. I love it when my car is over full because I ain't got to stop and get gas because I hate getting gas. You definitely want to make sure that your gas tank, that your teacup is on full. You want to make sure that that teacup has a little sauce underneath it, and you want to make sure that that cup spilleth over, okay? You want that cup to be pouring over the top, because what's coming out, what's spilling over is what you're going to give to everybody else. You're going to keep your cup full, okay? Do not let your cup get empty. Don't let a little bit come off the top. You want to always have your cup full, because when your cup is full, you are happy overall. When your cup is full, you don't need for nothing. You don't need outside energy, because you feel good. You're happy. When you're in a high vibration, you don't need nothing to make you happy, because you got you. If you fill your cup up and keep it full, you won't look to other people. You won't be a taker, because it's also easy to be a taker when you don't have nothing in your cup and you like, what you doing? I need this, and you taking other people's energy trying to get your own. Don't you be a taker, okay? We don't want you to be a taker. Give to yourself always first. Fill your cup up, let it overflow. Once it overflows, then you can give to others. If you have a little structure, then you can get your energy, you can fill your cup up to overflow, even with your children around all the time, okay? Once you set up that boundary to have that time to fill your cup and give to you, the people in your life or the people that you bring into your life will understand that boundary and not try to tear that boundary down or try to push your boundaries to the side, okay? If you guys like my podcast, make sure that you like the video down below. If you're watching from YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button, notification bell, subscribe to all my social medias. All of that information will be in the description box below. If y'all like my locks, because y'all, I started my lock journey here on YouTube, okay? A lot of my hair content is still on the Dolliramcollabs channel, but I am moving all of my other content to Securely Natural. That will be down in the description box as well. And if you don't do anything else, make sure that you are continuously achieving greatness, okay? And with that being said, y'all, your girl is out. I will see you guys on the next one. Bye, y'all.